What's up, scrappers? So in this video we're going to do a teardown on this Toshiba laptop. I've got so many of these laying about the workshop that I really do need to start attacking them. I don't actually know the value of one laptop, so it'd be nice to know myself. I usually just chuck the bits in the buckets and don't actually know what one is worth. Yeah, like I said, I've got so many of these laying about. I've got probably 20 in the workshop. I've got one here. I've got another Acer one down there. I've got to pick up 5 of them tomorrow as well of someone. So, good thing about these, you get the charges. Well, most people give me the charges, so charges, you can go sell them for £5. So, that usually covers any fuel cost just in the charges. So yeah, usually 9 times out of 10, yeah, you can see it there actually. There's the heat sink. So that's a copper and aluminium heat sink. So a little at the hard drive, you can just see through there. If it focuses, there we go. So it's one of them little mini ones. We've got the battery pack, so we get rid of that. Recycle them. They're not worth selling because everyone ruins their batteries on the laptops. So yeah, best way to get best value out of these, if you know they're working, is like trying to sell the screen or trying to sell the keyboard or trying to sell parts out. But to be honest, I haven't got a clue what's wrong with this. It just won't turn on, it won't charge. So basically it's just scrap value and see what it's worth. So yeah, I'm gonna do a teardown and then get back to you. So guys, done a bit of a teardown on the laptop, and quite surprisingly how low the value is on the scrap value. Basically we got the hard drive, we've got the CPU which has got pins, we've got some cable, 2 bits of RAM, we've got the laptop board, we have a fan or a motor, we have these high grade boards which have got the gold on there from the fingerboard. That's from the back of the mouse, the finger mouse. That's the Wi-Fi board, and then we have an aluminium and copper heatsink, and then we just have a bit of steel. So that's the drive, which I just chuck into steel because they're so small on the laptops, they're not worth messing about with. And these are just the edges with the hinges. That's all the plastic we got, which has got to go in the bin, and a battery. So yeah, basically, yeah, it's all quite low value really, because the weight is so small that there's no value there. So we've got the steel there, so the steel is worth 2p. There is a load of screws as well, but oh, I can't be bothered to mess around with them. So it's 2p for the steel. Then we have the copper and aluminium heatsink. So they go for £1.55 a kilo over here, so that's worth 10p. You can, these ones you can pull that off, so if you get a screwdriver under there, you can pull that off, cut it off for there, and you got a bit of copper, a bit of cast aluminium, and then that'll be the copper and aluminium going with your radiators really. So you could get a little bit more value out of that. Then we've got these higher grade boards. So that's like I say, that's the fingerboard. That's on the back of the mouse. That's the Wi-Fi board. And I don't really sell these because I collect. Well, don't collect them, but I save them up for gold refineries. So I sort of averaged it out at about £2. I might be wrong in that value, but I'm going to say about £2. So it's worth about 6p for them little boards. But like I say, I'll keep all these and I refine them later on. And we've got these cables. There's hardly no cables in a laptop, so we've just got them at £1.60 a kilo. So the cables are worth 4p. Like I say, there's not much there whatsoever. They're thin and tiny and light. We've got CPU. Like I say, it's a pinned one. So CPU, got much there now, £6. So £6 for the CPU, a kilo, so that's worth 9p. Again, I refine these myself, so I don't sell them. The only ones I do sell are the pinless ones. I've got the hard drive here. Basically, I need to take it apart, but I need the smaller bits which are in a workshop. So I just put all these together and do them at the same time. But for a whole hard drive, you can get £5 a kilo. So this one's worth 53p for this hard drive. Then obviously I'll take it apart, get the board out, and you get a bit more value that way. You get your aluminium, you get your board, so taking it apart you get a bit more value. Then we have a laptop board, so they go for £4, £450 a kilo. That would be nice, wouldn't it? £4.50 a kilo, so that's worth 81p. Then we have a motor, so I'll just leave out how it is, because that's a low grade motor. What am I doing? There we go. It's only worth 2p, 30p a kilo. It's not like a washing machine motor, it's just a low grade motor. So which I didn't realise. I used to mix all mine up and chuck them in together, but I've realised now to actually grade your motors as well, you get more value that way. Oh yeah, tiny bits of RAM, so they're the gold RAM, so they go for £15.50 a kilo, so they're worth 47p. And I think that's about it. So yeah, did I do it all? Yeah, done it all. So in the UK you'll get £1.85 scrap value for tearing it down. In America you'll get $2.25. In Australia you'll get $2.96, and Canada you'll get $3.02. So it took me about 10 minutes to tear it down. So I've worked it out, so times that by 6, your hourly rate. If you're doing loads in a row, you're going to get quicker at them, so you're probably doing for less than 10 minutes, but I'm just going to round it off to 10 minutes, so 6 an hour. So in the UK that works out about £11.10 an hour. In America you're looking at $13.52 an hour. Australia you're looking at $17.79 an hour, and Canada you're looking at $18.13 an hour. So yeah, if you can do them, a lot of them, you can make okay money, but at the same time you gotta think about the time it took you to go pick it up. So then your time's added. If you, I don't know, it's hard to explain really. If you're picking loads up at once, then obviously your hourly rate is going to be more. But if you've got to go out and pick one at a time, you got to add that time to your hourly rate. So your hourly rate's going to go down for the less you get, if you know what I mean. So yeah, when you're doing this, you have to work all this out. You have to make sure you're not shooting yourself in the foot, because last thing you want to be doing is working for £2 an hour. You might as well go work at McDonald's. But at least for this, you don't have your own boss. You are your own boss. So yeah, guys, right. Hopefully it helps you out. But like I say, if you can, parting these bits out. So like the keyboard. Where are we? So this is all plastic. That's the keyboard, isn't it? This one was all damaged. So you get the keyboard out whole. If it's a good keyboard, obviously you take care when you're taking it out. You can then sell it on. I've heard of other people, they flick these off and they actually sell these separate. You imagine if you got all these, selling them separately, you know, you make some good money. I remember watching a video on YouTube and there's some guy at college and he was making a fortune. At night time, all he was doing was getting old laptops, ripping these off, and he was just selling one of those on eBay for a little money, but he was selling a lot of them. So this is all plastic. Be nice if that was copper, but it's just plastic. Then you got your screen. Obviously this one I took apart because I got the fingerboard out. Ooh. but you can leave them whole if you know the screen works. But like I say, this one wouldn't even turn on, so yeah, so I had to basically scrap value. That was all it was worth. Again, these batteries, it'd be nice if you could test the batteries and see what kind of life's in them, really. You know, if they're good batteries, and just try and sell the batteries. But again, I forgot about the charger as well, so you could add the charger, which I usually sell them for about £5. So yeah, I think what I'll do at the end of the video, when I do the tally up, I'll put the charger on there as well. So yeah, so that'll put your hourly rate up. I forgot about that, to be honest. So yeah, at the end of the video, I'll put the charger on there as well. So yeah, hopefully it's helped you out, guys, and keep scrapping. Yeah, I just wanted to put this on the end of the video as well. So yeah, I done an e-waste pickups the other day, then going through some like miscellaneous stuff, and found this at the bottom of the one of the boxes. Didn't think much of it. Opened it up, and there we have it. A box of RAM. So I've got to say, it's the first time I've ever come across this. So I haven't got to do nothing with it. I haven't got to spend no time taking it out of the PC. It's all just sitting in there, lovely jubbly. So yeah, just found that at the bottom of a bucket. At the bottom of a box, I mean. So yeah, it's like a little bonus, really. So just like little things like that, some of the things you can actually find when doing e-waste pickups, like that's worth £10, 15 pence, just like that. So it's like lifting out of the box. It's like finding £10 at the bottom of the box. You know, I haven't got to do nothing with it. I can sell it how it is, or I can refine it myself. You know, so great little score. Yeah, just thought I'd add that on. Keep scrapping, guys.